Good day, everybody. Project management. What's project management, and how do you become a good project manager? There's a couple aspects that would be associated here. First, a project management is some concept that you need to complete within a given period of time. And the project could be a building, it could be a report, but you have a specific period of time to produce something in a specific manner. Pretty easy definition of project management. There's three big components associated with project management, and if you do these three well, then you'll do well overall. First is you have to have a clear mandate, which means you have a clear understanding of what you need to do. So if you're doing an assignment for a class or for work, then you have to understand what's expected of you. In education, we have what's called rubrics. It's how we're going to grade you. And it's the same in the workplace. You may have certain barometers to meet or certain milestones that you need to meet. And that would be part of this clear mandate. So the expectation is the project will be completed by this date and will include these components. So your job as a project manager, even as a member of that project team, is to shepherd that project knowing that you need to meet this mandate. Second aspect is sufficient resources. And this is where some projects can fall apart. Sufficient resources. What's sufficient? Sufficient to one may not be sufficient to another. But sufficient resources starts with personnel. Do you have the right talent on the team? Do you have the right people involved who can, in some way or another, assist you as you go through the project? That's certainly critical to success. The second is budget. Do you have some kind of budget associated with it? Do you have the available monies? Sometimes when projects don't do well, one of the first things people will say is you didn't have enough money, as if money is the panacea to just about every aspect of any project or any duty that somebody has. Not often the case. People may use money as an excuse, but that doesn't mean that it is the excuse as to why something will be a success or a failure. And that leads us to the third aspect, determination to succeed. Projects, especially ones that are larger, more cumbersome, require more people, more time, more money, certainly can be convoluted and can even trust the patience of even the best project manager. But there has to be determination to succeed, what I would say, through just about any obstacle. And that may be the primary resolve of the person who becomes that project manager or the project lead, their ability to shepherd that project through the navigating waters, the channeling waters that often come about when you have a project of a certain scope or volume. And so as we go forward in this project management arena, we understand that you have to have that clear mandate. You have to understand what is expected of you, when is it expected of you, what the outcome should look like. And that takes you into the resources. Just about every project requires some resources. If you think of building a stadium for a football team or a basketball team, it's a tremendous project that you need to consider. And there's many different variables associated with the resources that you need. You certainly have to figure out a way to marshal the necessary resources. And last, the determination to succeed. Through any impediment, any obstacle, any challenge, you have to persevere. And not just move forward, but persevere. You have to succeed at the end. Not an easy task. That's what we look for at great project managers. It's certainly an intuitive skill that someone can learn, and it's one some can adapt no matter what the project they may have in front of them. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the day. Certainly look forward to our continued discussions.